you still think that crystals and oils and herbs and yoga is just a bunch of hippie woo-woo nonsense. Welcome back to episode 2 of Science of the Woo. How to use your tools effectively. In episode 1, we talked about the fact that even if the only magical hippie woo-woo power imbued into this stone is the fact that I believe it, even if it really is just delusional belief that this will help me, we have researched the placebo effect well enough to know that that delusional belief, even if it's just delusional belief, is still enough. We also covered the fact that if you genuinely believe that this rose quartz has absolutely nothing to offer you, you're probably right. Not because your way of thinking is the way that everyone should think, but because of the nocebo effect, which has also been researched enough to show us that if you genuinely believe that something will not be helpful, even if there's a mountain of research behind it, your belief that it won't do something is enough to make it not effective. And if the answer that the only thing in these oils is just the chemical compounds, there's no magical, mystical, woo-woo hippie powers in them being used as a tool to focus our intention is all that I'm after. Magical, mystical, woo-woo hippie powers comes free. That's like the cherry on top of the cake. Well, Savannah, if it's a tool, like I'm overwhelmed by what to do with them. There's all these crystals, there's all these oils, there's all these herbs. How do I know what to do with them and how to use them as a tool? How do I figure that out? It's almost as though ancient yogic science had an entire framework for how to apply it all. Crystals, oils, herbs, sound, hand positioning, those are called mudras. Physical yoga poses that can all impact your mental, your energetic, your physical, and your spiritual bodies. All at once. All aligned to do all of the things. And wouldn't it be interesting if there were 7 different areas of our bodies that were broken up into these little subdivisions, each with different colors and sounds and things that resonate? And wouldn't it be interesting if it followed Roy G. Biv, the same colors of the rainbow? What if you knew which of those areas of the body kind of were correlated with which color? And what if you went with that? What if the areas that were associated with the color purple were also impacted by herbs and oils that are also the color purple? And what if those same 7 subdivisions were also reflected in a musical scale? What if there were maps all around us? What if, right?